Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom stream, week 20, day 5, though technically it's an invasion stream because of course weekend invasions is a thing now. This is the second time we've ever had it, and we did most of our battles earlier this morning while we're still streaming all day long because our stream was still dipping into it, so we did this like literally at reset time pretty much. So, yeah, we did most of the battles. I wanted to save some amount of sigils so we could obviously show them right now. We were mostly messing around with two teams during earlier. And it was specifically these two right over here. One I showed on Monday, and the other one I was just using for the earlier battles. So the one I showed on Monday and the one I'm still using now is double Oak Root into Mountain Crusher into Leprechaun, basically just to spam Old Man Oak Root over and over and over again, as he is arguably the best invasion troop in the entire game. And the fact that we have access to him for this invasions makes him insanely good. He has a armor tier, which is one of the reasons why, and he has skull reduction, so ends up working out pretty well. Other than that, the one that I ran for the earlier battles, you do have access to quite a few various Fae. You'd basically want to go a Dawnbringer AoE or cheaperly, a Queen Titania AoE, and just do it with a Child of Summer to fill it up, a great new troop that came in a couple weeks ago, as well as Leprechaun for mana accumulation, and ends up working out pretty well. And just spam Queen Titania, and you do this for the first several battles. Depends how many stats you have as far as how far you end up using this. But that's pretty much what we did. And now we're just using the one from Monday the entire time. And that's what we're currently doing now, as you'll see as soon as we go over to invasions. So we'll get these battles in. Probably have 4 battles since we'll probably get a Val Raven somewhere in there. But hello, Maximilian. Actually, I didn't say hello to anyone yet. Hold up. But yeah, we had a lot of fun with a 20-hour stream yesterday. Actually, 21-hour. Pretty much all day long. Said it would be about 20 hours, and I think it did come out to actually a little over 21. If you added them both together. Obviously, we divided into 2 because YouTube hates streams that go above 11 hours for whatever reason. Hello, 4-0. Hello, let's see. Hello, Bill. Hello, Time to Die. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Curtis. Hello, Army X Tube. Hello, Max Warwin. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Let's go and explode everything. Okay, let's get that one right over there. And hello, Strodium's Cat. Hello, Dan. Welcome, welcome. Who disliked this stream? That's an early dislike. All good. It's like, we just started. Nope. Let's see. We'll get that right down right now. Hope all of you've been doing well today. I've been sleeping. I've been sleeping like 90% of today. Just woke up like an hour ago. Because we didn't stop the stream yesterday until like, what, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., somewhere around there. And I don't think I got to bed till like 8 a.m. after just wrapping up with everything. Hello, Tyranny! Hello, Liz! Welcome, welcome. And hello, Frag Hunter. Good morning. Technically, it is good morning for me. I just woke up. It wasn't that late of a start. We started like 5 minutes later. I was just finishing up on eating. Didn't want to rush. More often than not, if I'm starting late, it's one of 2 reasons. The encoder is wanting to update, which for whatever reason it wants to do like once a month. But the more common one, obviously, is we're normally eating. I normally eat around that time. And generally don't like to rush it. And I am a slow eater. Hey, level 83 on Doomsayer. Obviously, Doomsayer is not the hero class you should be doing this for max efficiency. However, I'm using it because free XP, as you can see. Thank you, for a cookie. Greatly appreciated. There we go. And random skull kills. And that's all you have to do. Super easy invasions this week. Arguably the easiest we'll ever have it. So, yeah, get it done. Nice and easy. Claim the loot we have so far. Anything shiny? We got an orb of... Hey, we actually got a non-useless orb for once. So we did get a major blue at the beginning of last stream. When we were starting our very, very long stream yesterday. We actually got major blue from Tower of Doom. For any of you that didn't catch that. Pretty nice. How are we doing on major blues anyways these days? Obviously now that I don't need a Zugoff anymore, we're at 4 currently. Could be higher, but we're getting there. Time to make another Zugoff. No, just kidding. We are likely never making another Zugoff. Unless they add another troop that's like Zugoff that isn't Zugoff. No, I do not want to buy your offer. It's not that good of a value. It's not horrible value, but we'll still need to see what offers come in next week, because they might be updating some other offers that they're going to be having it. Because we are getting some... excuse me. We are getting some shop rework as of next week. We're almost guaranteed getting a patch next week. And with that being said, one of the things in it is some shop rework. We're getting a place that we can spend some extra gems to go get some other stuff. Ads for mobile will be coming in. Some really nice bug fixes are going to be coming in, like whenever you do vault events and you're constantly farming explore and you win too quickly. The game should supposedly no longer lag. So we'll see if that's finally been fixed. It's been an issue since like day 1 of the game. And supposedly they officially like fixed it. But we'll see what happens with that. Anyways, other than that, we have been trying to token farm and gold farm quite a bit. I used quite a bit of gold yesterday, actually. We upgraded, what's it called? Sea of Sorrows, because I only had a level 100, so I got it to 200. We tried running a couple attempts, but it still seemed too hard without potions. We probably could get it if we went a little bit higher on stats. However, we're just deciding to go down the route of potioning it, which is what we were originally going to do. 3 Saturdays from now will be potions. Will be Sea of Sorrows. Next week will be Hall of Guardians. The following week will be Crypt. And then that following week after that will be, boom, Sea of Sorrows, which is the one I need. So in like 2.5 weeks from now, we should be able to go and have every single faction in the entire game to 2,500 pure faction complete. It'll be the first time I have personally gotten it fully completed. Obviously, some people probably already have it done. And by some people, I mean like hundreds of people. But we'll be on that list soon, too. We're getting there. Yeah, she said it's going to be on next Tuesday, supposedly. Though things could change. But it is very likely to be next Tuesday. Next patch. For invasions, you use Shield of Urskia, Rowan. Oh yeah, that would work. Leprechaun and Wisp. Yeah, you can do a Rowan build. I almost forgot that Rowan is Fae. But yeah, you're allowed to use a standard Rowan team. Gosh, this thing has like a 100% chance to revive these days. It's supposed to be 25%. I feel like every single time I ever see it, it revives. Very annoying. Slows down this place a lot. They had that a couple of months ago. I don't know if they deliberately did it to try to nerf this place or if it just unintentionally. But it definitely nerfed it by a little bit there. It's very rare that it happens, but when it does happen, it slows down the battle by like 10 seconds or so. 10, 15 seconds. There we go. That's dead. Fortunately, I didn't get an extra turn there, but it doesn't matter. They're already poisoned, but we still need it for speed. It's Infinity plus 2. They don't even know that Ariali plus Scorpius could be used together. Ha! This has been a strategy since both of them have existed together. It just hasn't really been excessively viable for anything until Explore 12 came out. But people were using similar teams to this. The second both of them existed. Actually, it might be not exactly because Leprechaun didn't exist at the time when they both existed. But, or, you know, when, I forget which one came in later. But when both of these were in the game, Leprechaun was actually not in the game yet, if I'm not mistaken. Because these are relatively early mythics. Not like the absolute most early ones, but they were more early on the list of mythics added to the game. Like, definitely within the first half compared to the most recent half. Which means they existed before Leprechaun even existed. But it was never really used much due to the sheer amount of immune to poison. There are more troops. Oh, we finally got a Nisha! Look at that drop. So shiny. But, what was I just saying? Got distracted by the best token in the game. Which is a good thing to get distracted by. I wouldn't mind getting distracted by that every single time. But what was I saying? We need, Oh yeah, it wasn't really popular when it first came out. Because more things have immune to poison than anything else in the entire game. And even back then, it was even more so. Because I think they've recently added that one on a dead trait. At one point, like about 2 years ago, a year or two ago, actually it was closer to 2 years ago, they ended up making it so all undeads have a immune to poison, which ended up substantially increasing the amount of immune to poison in the game, which basically made Scorpius like unusable in most situations. However, then the new Explorer system came out in like, what was that, October? And with that new Explorer system, they made it so every single kingdom will only drop troops specifically from the kingdom. And Urskea is still, at this current moment in time, the only kingdom in the entire game that has zero immune to poisons. That'll probably change into the future. However, as it currently stands, there is no other kingdom but Urskea that has 0 troops immune to poison. And due to how Explorer currently works in the current state of the game, that means there's a 100% chance you'll find 0 troops with immune. Also, please, you only have 25%. Do not revive. You have done it every single time I have seen you in the last, like, 2 days. There we go, finally. That's what you're supposed to do 75% of the time. I don't think he realizes that. Oh, I was hoping to get full mana off of that. Close, though. Not all the way, though. I should have taken that brown right there. Whoops. Won't almost been full mana as well. Not too big a deal, though. This should be full. And dead. Use Dawnbringer with Bard, double Skady into Leprechaun, or 2 times Leprechaun. That would work. That would definitely work. Yeah, you can use Skady for the blue storm into an explosion if you want. So you have a perpetual storm to get your Dawnbringer up. That would eventually fall off, though. But for the earlier battles, it would work. But you'd eventually reach too far where Dawnbringer will no longer double kill the entire enemy team. And once you reach that point, you're going to need to change that team to something else. But up until that point, it would work really well. Hello, Analyst! You used Iron Guts team in Tower of Doom until level 15, but you think it's time to switch to main team. Wait, switching out of Iron Gut for getting too far? Well, I guess. Iron Gut definitely doesn't work as effectively in Tower of Doom, just because of the high stats on the final Doom. You have to do like a really weird strategy, where you have to basically kill out your first slot in order to actually do the damage, which can be a bit slower sometimes. But yeah, Meng's always a good thing to switch into, or even just use the entire way through, or except for like the really early part. But yeah, it can upscale. You just put some skull spammer behind it. It's Brown Tower of Doom, so there's quite a few skull spammers. Brown has, well, purple has the most. Brown has, I believe, the second most amount of skull spam attached to it. So there's plenty of options around. Yeah, if you also have something like an Earth's Fury, Iron Gut and Gargoyle can get a lot of boost ratio off it. And they completely upscale as well if you're using it with something like Earth's Fury. Yeah, I have heard that Nintendo Switches are selling for bank. I was almost considering getting one for my mom for her birthday, because I have a feeling she would like Animal Crossing because of how much she likes Sims. But I didn't end up doing it. I really wish I would have gotten one of those exclusive Switch ones, because they were only like $300. And we could have gotten like a really special one. And yeah, now they're like all sold out everywhere. Between coronavirus, the increased demand in it, and you know, the fact that they can't production as much because of the virus. There's like a lot of factors that are making them all sold out. I can only imagine how much better Animal Crossing would be selling if Switches weren't completely sold out everywhere. But it's pretty absurd how much they're going for in other locations. Like, it's getting to the point where Switch will almost cost you $1,000. It's starting to get that absurd. There's actually a character in Animal Crossing New Horizon that has actually sold for $1,000 before as well. Though its actual value is worth about 30 to 100 or so. But some people pay a bit more if they just really want it. I'm not sure why the character is worth so much. But, well, I kind of know why. There's no amiibo card for it. There are several new ones in this Animal Crossing version that have no amiibo card. And for whatever reason, a character called Raymond is worth, like, absolute bank. And he's quite literally worth more than the game itself. which is pretty absurd. But you could easily sell him for more than $60 if you real world traded him. He's really hard to find though. Every single time you go to because you have to do 2 conditions. One is you have to have an empty house, which you can generally only hold for a day, and trying to get an empty house can be very, very hard to do once you've already filled all your houses. But the second condition is you need to go use Nook Mile tickets, which is like the main like secondary currency of the game. And there's like 500 different ones you could find whenever you go to an island. And checking each island takes like 5 minutes, especially if you're going to take all the resources, then it takes like 10, 15 minutes. And it could take a long time to try to find him if your specifically only goal was to find him. It could take you literal days of hours upon hours of grinding. Yeah, for whatever reason, he's worth a lot. I guess people just like him a lot. His price will go down to like 0 once amiibo cards come out for him. Then the amiibo card for him will be worth bank. Let's see. We'll go throw that down. Yeah, I really wish I would have bought one for my mom last month. Because her birthday's in like a week or so. Because of coronavirus or anything, I don't really have much to give her. Though she has been wanting that elephant I have behind me, so I might just be giving that to her. And calling that a gift. Not much of a gift, but for Christmas I gave her Sims and a new computer. So that wasn't too cheap. What do I grab here? And by a new computer, I mean a computer, because she hasn't had one for years. At least prior to that, anyways. What do we grab here? Get our explosion. Get the get a double kill there. Grab a explosion on that. Yeah, her birthday's on the 2nd. Actually, I made one of my characters' birthday in Animal Crossing on the 2nd too. Just so it would coincide with it. So we could almost theoretically celebrate my mom's birthday in game. Let's see. We'll go for explosion there. I also set one of them to May 4th, which is the half birthday. That's halfway to our birthday. I used to celebrate that some when I was younger. Obviously, I don't anymore. Which is kind of funny. Let's see. We'll throw that down. Do you ever run the double Cedric team for Explore 12? Yes, I do on occasion. However, I prefer getting higher token than higher gold. You get about 100, 150,000 more gold for running the key team. However, your token rate is nearly halved. And for that reason, I'd rather go for the slightly better token rate than the slightly better gold rate, personally. If I'm going to be doing something like this. This isn't slow gold, either. We did a calculation, and if we can consistently win once every 30 seconds, this team is giving us about 420,000. If we could exactly consistently do this every 30 seconds, it's 420,000 per hour, which is almost as much as key team. However, obviously this does generally go a little bit slower than that due to many factors. But yeah, you can expect at least like 350,000 from this method, generally. As long as you're being diligent and getting all the battles in as quickly as you can. But not being overly paranoid about getting as quick as possible. But yeah, you could easily clear 300,000 per hour with this team, even with lower bonuses. Which isn't bad gold per hour. And it's best token rate from what I'm aware of. I'm not aware of any team that can farm tokens quicker than this. There are teams that can do similarly as quick. I'm not sure of any that actually definitively go quicker, though. Because even ones that can do 20% chasing generally aren't worth it, because the amount of time you have to interface between kingdom to kingdom to do 20% chasing is generally not worth it. Yeah, 420k an hour. We did the math and it actually came out to exactly 420. It's kind of funny. It's not my fault. That's what the math came out to. Because it does about 7,000 per minute. And 7,000 per minute comes out to 420,000 per hour. Ah, nothing good. Well, we got Initiative today. At least we got some amount of success with that. Oh, so that reminds me. Let me go hand out a code. Let me go finish out my dailies and we'll hand out a code. I'll go back to the token grinds. Oh, I wish you had a full mana there. It would have been so much quicker. Oh, come on. You didn't cascade any mana there, really? Oh well, with this, kill it out, dead. Yeah, let's go do our dailies and go hand out code. Yeah, we handed out 4 codes yesterday for the 4th anniversary. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We might be doing some more variety streams into the future. I really enjoyed doing that. That's the first time I ever did it to that kind of capacity, where we did like such a wide range of games. But if you guys would be interested in it, we could do it on occasion. I don't see why not. Maybe not for that long, but at least doing something similar. It'll be longer than an hour, that's for sure. If we ever do something like that again, it'd probably be like a day-long thing, but only like an early day thing, not like a night thing. Because that did go a little bit too late into the night. We weren't done till like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. or something. But doing it during the day kind of works. Yeah, sorry that I couldn't have a Gems of War stream this morning, but we theoretically did. We had it at 3:30 a.m. If you were up at 3:30 a.m., we were doing Gems of War for like an hour, hour and a half. We were doing invasions and then messing with doing exactly what we were just doing, token farming. I just feel like I've been neglecting a little bit, especially with how low our gold has been. But we did finally dip over 1 million, so that's nice. Which is kind of sad to say that because that's actually a relatively low amount of gold. 1 million gold. And next Friday, do a log stream starting at 3 a.m. No, we'll probably just have a normal Gems of War stream. There's a lot to go over in Gems of War that day. We have a new mythic, which is going to be rather useless, but still a new mythic. And we're going to be having a new faction, of which we'll be doing to pure faction completion, all on Friday. So we're not going to have a variety stream then. It's just going to be all Gems of War the entire time. Because there's a lot to cover in Gems of War that day. We'll cover the mythic in the morning. Then we'll do our stream. Cover the mythic maybe a little bit more, see how useless it is. And then do faction the rest of the time. That is the game plan. But yeah, next mythic's not looking to be that promising. It's under the category of mythics that require a kill to be even somewhat good and can never end up securing that kill, so they're always bad. Wolf Garrick is the main offender of that. However, there are plenty of other mythics that are in that same category. Yeah, we got a lot this Friday. We're getting a lot of content. Plus, we're going to have a new patch on Tuesday, most likely. So that combined with all the stuff on Friday. We're going to have a really busy week this next week. It's going to be one of the busier Gems of War weeks for a while. Because we're getting a new pet on Wednesday. We're getting a new thing basically every day. We have a standard Monday event. We're going to be getting some new stuff, as we do every Monday. We have a Tuesday patch. We have a Wednesday new pet. Thursdays is a normal Thursday. And then we have a Friday class event and new mythic. So that's a lot going on. Pretty much something every single day. Okay, where were we? So we did that. Let's go clear our dungeons real quick. Then we'll go hand out code. And then mess with Explorer, token grinding, and gold grinding for most rest of the time, most likely. If anyone still has any questions, do let me know. Make sure to go over them all. Yeah, Cockatrice is an insanely good thing to consider at lower level range, or even throughout the entire game. It's a really cheap, easy to obtain full disable that not only disables their ability to cast, but disables their ability to take skulls, which theoretically disables every single thing that they could possibly damage with, unless they have like a high damaging trait, which very few things have. What do I even need here? I guess we'll take purple. You got a leprechaun going. Oh, why is this board so bad? Take that over, get a Rowan. That should be match. If not, we have a Doom Skull convert. Doing the Gorgotha tank. I exploded the area I needed the extra turn from. Fail. Not too big a deal though. Throw that down. Normally we could take a Skull Poke to kind of get them down a little bit easier, but I don't really have access to it, so let's do this again, and that should be dead. And that's already your match, unless he revives, of course. And I don't have Doom Skull alignment, so we'll just move whatever around. Wait until we can get something. Trying to Skull him, I guess we'll just do this. Though we did have Skull alignment if we wanted it there. Could also die to the Doom Convert. Ah, there we go. Okay, so code time. Let me figure out what code we were up to, because I did not bother marking them last night while I was all tired. So let's see. I believe we used this one, but let me go just double check. I believe the Q one underneath I have not used though. But let me go check this. So if I go put this over here and put in that and put in that, it says it should be used, that I know of. However, this next one should, I believe, say it is good. Which also reminds me, I need to go ask Salty for more codes because, oh nope, that one's not good either. Gosh, how far did we use last night? I guess this one is good then. Let me go mark these down. There we go, that one's good. Okay, let me go mark these down real quick so I don't forget. We're up to the one that says F9. Where's the F9 one? Where'd you go, F9? Mark. 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 There we go, we have marked all the codes. That's all the ones we've used so far. Yeah, I need to go ask Salty for more. Given how long it might take her to go get more. And with the patch and everything. Should probably mention it to her. Because we'll run out pretty quick soon. Anyways. Let me go put this into the code section thing. So you guys can go and copy, paste it. Copy, paste. And there you guys go. There is the code right there. And use on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever game says right over there in the bottom left corner is what you put in. Redeem codes right over there in chats. Copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with F9. And gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. And you might want to save that gem key for the next mythic coming out next Friday. It's a rather useless mythic, but he's a new mythic nonetheless. So if you have more than half the mythics in the game, you generally want to be going for every single mythic, even if it is useless. It's because it'll guarantee give you a mythic you don't have. Compared to if you just open your keys whenever, you could potentially get mythics that you already have, which is more useless than a mythic that you don't have. Even if that mythic that you don't have is useless, it is still better to get a mythic you don't have than a copy of a mythic that you don't need. Anyways, let's go and, that you already have. Let's go and keep running Explore then. And keep going on that token grind, because we've been a little bit behind. I think we only have enough to get like 50 things upgraded. 0.2% of the game already has 100 of them upgraded. And we already know 100% confirm that if they ever expand 20 stars, beyond 20 stars, which are almost guaranteed going to be doing into next year, maybe not next patch, or, you know, not in 5.0 patch, is pretty unlikely, though they could. But we do know that it is going to be happening in the near future. And when they do end up expanding it to 30 stars, they have confirmed, at least in the past, I'm pretty sure it's still their intention, but they have confirmed that elite levels will be required to get stars beyond level 20. It might not be exactly at 21, but we'll see. And how much we need, we don't know currently. But, because they haven't even figured it out. But, that probably will be a thing. Not next patch, but into the near future. 5.0 is the earliest it would come. And 5.0 is 2 patches from now, not next week's patch. But the patch after that, which will be coming sometime in summer. If I had to guess, probably late June, early July. Around that time is normally when they do an update. And that'll probably be the big 5.0 patch, most likely. Though no day 4 has been confirmed for 5.0. I know, I don't understand how sometimes we get dislikes and then they disappear. I've noticed that a lot. I guess it's just someone who might have misclicked. I'm not sure. And they didn't know they were misclicked. Thought it was an upside down like button. That's all that dislikes really are. Because dislikes help the stream as well. They're just upside down like buttons. Because a like or dislike is more effective than doing nothing on the video. So they're just upside down like buttons. Let's see, we'll throw that down. We'll grab ourselves a Scorpius right there. Get all that away. Take the other skull. Everything else we can kind of leave as is. Get yourself a mountain in there. And we Scorpius kill it all. There we go, good to go. And get Arcane off it. Though, chance of getting Arcane from that is very high. It's not guarantee. It's only guarantee when you did a boss battle. But it's ridiculously high on Explore 12. Like, I feel like it's 1 in 3 or something. I'm not sure exact rate, but it is absurdly high. And the last battle is a guarantee. Whenever you convert 100 of your shards, or those little crystal things. Why did I forget its name? They have a special name. Whenever you convert 100 of those little blue little crystal thingy things, those fragments, into a battle, regardless of what difficulty you're on, you have a 100% chance of getting an Arcane for the Kingdom. If you didn't already realize that. It is a 100% chance, even if you're on Explore difficulty 1. And the Explore 4 battle has an increased chance of giving you an Arcane. Or not the 4th battle, but you know, the mini-boss has an increased chance of giving you an Arcane. And that's increased even more based on your difficulty. So if you're on Explore 12, the chance of you getting an Arcane on the mini-boss battle is also really high. It's not a 100% chance, but it's really close. Say that again. What I just said? Those little shards that you use in Explore, the one that requires 100 of them to do, the boss battle that gives you the chest, has a 100% chance of giving you an Arcane. The mini-boss has an increased chance of giving you an Arcane. And obviously the Arcane is always based on what kingdom that you're currently in, that you're doing it in. However, you can take shards from one kingdom and then go use them for another. For example, we can go farm shards in Arskea like we're doing right now. However, go use it in somewhere else in order to go get the Arcane if we so choose. You don't have to obviously just stick here the entire time. Otherwise, you're going to be like us and have like a billion brown-red Arcanes. But yeah, the mini-boss right here, increased chance for Arcane, and it's increased even more based on difficulty. Obviously, difficulty 12 being the highest. And this will always have a 100% chance, regardless of difficulty in the Mythic Boss battle, to give you the Arcane of the Kingdom. But yeah, Arcane rate has substantially went up ever since this came out in October, the new Explorer system. It almost devalued Arcanes in a way, just because they are so easy to obtain through this method, if you can consistently do Explore 12. The rate used to be like an inconsistent 10 per hour. Now you can get like upwards of 20 per hour, with like 12 of them being like guaranteed drops. Like right here is a % chance, but it's increased a lot by it being Explore 12. But it is still very likely to be Arcane, however not guarantee. And then when we do the other battle, we know 100% chance we will get an Arcane. And theoretically, if you didn't want to keep getting this Arcane, what we could go do is go on a low difficulty, maybe something like Explore 3. Go do, let's say, I don't know, what kingdom would we want Arcane from? Let's just say Kedar. Let's just say we want a blue-purple. We could go over to Kedar, do it on a low Explorer like Explore 3. And then instead of doing this battle right here, we can go and just go to any other kingdom that we want the Arcane from and go claim it from there. So let's go and like go here, take the mini-boss. Okay, I want the Arcane. And then you go do the other battle. Boom, you get the Arcane of blue-purple rather than the brown-red. Well, obviously we'll stick with Arskea. I don't care if we keep getting the same one. Well, out of curiosity, how much do we have? How many do we have of these things? Also, I wasn't even paying attention. What trait stone did we even get there? It should have been either Arcane or very high chance of Arcane. Yep, we got an Arcane. But yeah, I kind of zoomed through it a bit too quickly. But we did get an Arcane drop from that Explore 12 battle. What was I looking for? I am looking for how many brown reds I have. I know it's really high. Same as brown green. We have 1,728 Arcane Lights. This is because of Warrens. We have 1,602 Arcane Forests. This is because of Zejin. And we have 1,857 as our highest trait stone for Mountain. And that is because of Explore 12 in Arskea. Let's see, what's our lowest trait stone right now? I believe it's all above 500. Yep, I do not have a single Arcane below 500. And our absolute lowest, for whatever reason, is Arcane Green off of Forest of Florence, which is currently at 506. So I didn't even realize this, but we've been at base 500 Arcanes for a little while now. We have every single Arcane in the game to over 500 copies. Now to 1,000! No, not anytime soon. But that's an absurd amount of Arcanes all over the place. And our runic stacks are up to about 5,000 or so. Why is our Arcane yellow so low? All of our Arcane stacks are averaging to like 5,000, not counting yellow, which is at like 3,000 something. Very strange. I'm not sure why yellow is so much lower. Wait, is there not a... You know what? There might not be a Delve Room that gives yellow. Is there a Delve Room that gives all the other ones but not yellow? Because I know purple is one of the more common ones in Delves. and that's one of the reasons why it's probably higher. Let's see. But yeah, this is one of the main reasons why I don't feel like buying the arcanes for gems is going to be worth it. They had an offer for it, a couple different offers where you could like spend gems to get trait stones. I honestly do not feel like the exchange rate of gems into trait stones is going to be worth it with the new format that they're going to be adding. Just because you eventually reach a point where you have more trait stones than you're ever going to need. And unless they're going to add some kind of trait stone sync to the game, there really is not a need to overly rush trait stones. Obviously, if you want some in a pinch, so you can go get a kingdom upgrade, maybe. But you can just farm Explorer if you really just want a lot more arcanes. Or a lot more trait stones in general. Or particularly arcanes. Yeah, the one that was in it was VIP only too. That one, arcane one. I do have VIP 6. There is a feature, which is probably one of the more unfortunate features, but they wanted to give something more to VIPs because VIP members have been like asking for something a little bit more. But one thing that they ended up doing with next patch is if you have VIP 6, which this account does have, that's actually the exact VIP level we're on right now. But if you have VIP 6, you will have access to a new gem offer every single day. There are 3 gem offers. 2 of them anyone will be able to do. And the other one is specifically locked behind VIP 6. What will exactly be there, we don't exactly know. We know that Arcanes will be there on occasion, which was a pretty bad offer. However, we don't know what else will actually end up being there. But it is locked behind every single day VIP 6. And VIP 6 is not cheap. It's $230, if I'm not mistaken, is how much is VIP 6. Obviously, we spent that much because I've been playing the game for 5 years. So occasionally spending over 5 years has obviously spent that much. But because it comes out to like only like $5 a month or something, as far as how much we put towards it. But yeah, it's still pretty pricey though, especially if you're playing free to play. Well, if you're playing free to play, then it might not matter as much. But even if you're not playing free to play, you could potentially have to spend like a whole extra $100 or something to get to that point. Yeah, I believe it was $230 spent. I actually forget the exact number. I need to know before next patch comes out. I'm pretty sure it was $230. Because what? It goes, you need $30 for VIP 3. Then it goes 40. Then it goes 50. Wait, is it 120 or 130,000 for VIP? I think it's 120,000. It's 120,000, I'm pretty sure, for VIP 5. And, oh no, I would need to go double check the math on it. I'm kind of forgetting off the top of my head, because it's not numbers you normally need to know. Yeah, VIP 5 is like 120, 130,000. And then VIP 6 is like somewhere around the 200 area. Yeah, the lower trait stone pack on mobile, for whatever reason, you get $30 worth of VIP for $5 because for whatever reason it's cheaper on mobile. There actually is a pack on mobile that you can exploit it. You're getting some pretty bad loot out of it. However, it does farm VIP points. I'm not sure if they're even still aware of that. But yeah, if you are playing on PC, but you want a quick VIP for cheap, there's actually a pack, a $30 pack on mobile that costs $5. That gives you $30 worth of VIP. So if you want to spend, so theoretically, you could spend $30 and get like VIP 5. And you could spend like $60, $70 to get VIP 6. Let's see. Is the flash offer worth it? The current flash offer, it's okay. Nothing too special. One VIP key is rather luck-based. I've been hoarding a few of them up to 14 right now. They theoretically have the highest chance in the entire game of giving a mythic at a 1% chance. But they're extremely luck-based. You're either going to get something really good or really bad. So I don't know. I generally say they wouldn't really be worth it buying just like a single VIP key. Like a single vault key is way better than a single VIP key, I would say, in most situations, personally. And you'll be able to buy single VIP keys for the next vault event, which I personally find is always the better choice than a VIP key. I mean, you can get a single vault key in the upcoming vault event, and I personally find vault keys to be better than VIP keys. Where does it show what VIP level you are? It's in the shop. You can end up seeing it on the shop page. They kind of hid it a little bit just so people, or just so it's not too invasive. It used to show up more like on screen and everything. However, they're kind of hid it away just so it wouldn't be as distracting to people, especially if they have a low VIP or anything like that. So they did do that nicely, if nothing else. But I'll go show it in a second. It's a little bit hidden on like the shop page. It's not like hidden, but it's like it's kind of like there in the little corner over there. That's what I'm looking for. Let's get some explosions, and then we can go Scorpius it. Also, I still need to see. I never bothered checking with them. I want to see if I can transfer over the $70 I spent on Switch to my PC version. Not sure if they'll actually be able to, but I've been needing to ask them because I believe that would give us VIP 7 in case they ever do something with that in the game. That would give us VIP 7 because we're really close to it. But yeah, it's on the shop page. You go to shop, and on any of these pages, even if you're on the glory page, ends up showing this VIP thing. Earn VIP points by buying gems and bundles. Learn about becoming a VIP today, and it basically just gives you various bonuses. The most noteworthy 3 spots are at VIP 3, which if you buy something like Death Knight armor as your only purchase, you would have. Gives automatic scouting. The next most relevant part is at VIP 5. You can buy VIP chests. They do cost 50 gems each, or 2,250 for a bulk of 50, which comes out to, what, 45 gems each, I believe, or somewhere around there. And that's the most relevant thing there. And the other next most relevant thing doesn't currently show up on this page, but you'll have access to one more daily deal. We're going to be getting daily deals every single day starting next patch that cost gems if you so choose. And you will get 2 of them if you don't have VIP 6. However, you'll have 3 of them if you do have VIP 6. So that'll be a new perk coming in there. And the only other bonus we'd get from here is 25% extra gold, which actually isn't that bad. 20%, oh sorry, this was from VIP 6. You end up getting also, compared to 5, you get 25% extra gold and 10% extra XP, as well as access to VIP chests. Or sorry, VIP chests. Gosh, I'm doing these wrong. So, my bad. So the main milestones, 3. At 3, you get free scouting. 5, you get VIP key chests. 6, you're going to get the new daily offer every single day. However, and also getting from 6 compared to 5, if you are currently at 5, you also get 10% more XP per battle and 50% more gold per battle. And the other one's not as relevant. You do get another team slot, and you do get slightly more gems when you buy gems. However, buying gems is generally not worth it unless you have an absurdly high VIP. And the only thing we'd get if I did go to 7 is 1 more glory key per day, which is useless. One more team slot, which is always good to have more team slots, but not necessarily worth it. And somewhat more gems when we buy gems, which is never worth it unless you have like absurd high VIP. And even then, it might not even be worth it. And the only real thing that we're getting is 25% more souls. However, I really don't need more souls, so I don't care if we don't have it or not. However, if they add some kind of new feature, like, hey, you can't get this unless you have VIP 7, then maybe I consider it. I hope they don't go that high with it, because if they keep nudging up to VIP 10, that costs $790. I have no intention to spend that much on this game, ever. Even if we play this for another decade and it's still around. I ideally never want to spend that much on this game. But, yeah, we're at VIP 6 or VIP 7 if I ever get them to transfer over my money I spent on Switch to this, which I'm pretty sure they won't do, but I'm still going to ask at some point, see what they'll say, because we're already so close. Though, let's see, you get $1, or what's the conversion rate for VIP again? So the way that VIP works is every single time you spend $1, you get 5 points, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check with one of these. Yeah, every $1 you spend gives you 5 points. However, there is a slight exploit to this, in that there's a bundle on mobile. This bundle right here. This one right here. This bundle costs you $30 and gives you 150 VIP. However, on mobile version, this bundle costs $5. However, it still gives you 150 VIP. This has been on mobile for a while. I'm not sure if they're aware of this, and a lot of people do it. But it's kind of an exploit, kind of not. But hey, they're offering it in their shop, so. But yeah, on mobile, for whatever reason, this pack is only $5 for 150 VIP. And while the loot that you're getting from it is pretty pitiful, it is the best way to actually farm VIP in the game, only on mobile. Specifically Android, I'm not sure if it's on the other one. But I know on the Android version, this pack is only $5, but it still gives you 150 VIP, meaning that you're getting 6 times the rate of VIP for money spent. Meaning, yeah, you'll get a lot of value out of VIP if you truly want to farm VIP that way. So if you're lucky to do that, it's a PC mobile only trick. I'm not sure if there's a version of it on console. There might have been in the past. Not sure if there still is. But if you're playing on PC mobile version, go on mobile, see if this is $5 for 150 VIP. If it is, you can just mass buy that. And for much cheaper, you can get your VIP up without actually spending that much. You'll be getting 6 times the VIP. You're not really getting much in return other than VIP. Other than some useless trade stones that you might not need. But who knows? If you're still at the point where you're leveling stuff, you'd be getting trade stones that you might need. So kind of works out both ways. And $5 is definitely a more reasonable price for that pack. 30 is way too much. They are doing some, one thing to note too, you might want to do that before next patch, because they are doing some shop rework, and when they do that shop rework, they might finally fix the fact that it's only $5 on mobile and $30 on PC. So do be wary of that. That might be fixed as of next patch. So this might be like the last few days that you can do that. So do be wary of that. I wouldn't like overly do it, but it is worth considering. Anyways, I probably won't be personally, but it's worth considering. Anyways, because that means actually, what would be the breakdown of that? I would need to do the math on that, but if you did that, it would make it I believe $150 cheaper to get VIP 6, which is a lot of money saved. I think it would only cost $50 or $60 total. I think closer to $60 if you did that method. Buying the $5 pack on mobile, that gives you 150 VIP. Anyways, what was I doing? Let's go back to Erskea. Go get ourselves some loots. Get VIP 20 and deduct it as a business expense? Haha. No. You know how much money that would cost even if you used a cheaper method? That would cost a lot of money. I could do the math on it real quick. VIP, let's see. Every $5 counts as 30. So we'd have to take the cost of VIP 20, which I believe is 8,900. Yes, 8,900. So we take 8,900, and then you divide that by 6, which means I'd still have to spend like $1,000 on the game. I am not spending that much money on a game. On a free-to-play game. Or on any game, for that matter. Though some people spend that much on Animal Crossing, if they RimWorld bought some of the things for their islands. But I never would spend that much on a game. Gosh, that's absurd. Let me do the math on that real quick. I think the only game I ever invested that much money into is Dota 2. However, I made more money back than I actually spent. I used it to buy a lot of dozens of free games. Like $50, $60 games for free. Because, well, you know, off the profit. It wasn't actually free. But that was the only game I theoretically spent that much money on. However, you have to keep in mind that I made more money back than what I actually invested into it by multiple times over. Also, I don't even think I ever spent up to 1,000. I'm not even sure. I've definitely cycled through over like thousands of dollars worth of product. But I'm not sure if I actually spent that much. Might have been only closer to 500. Anyways, what was I saying? We're doing. We need to go and do math. So I got a calculator up. What was I doing? We need, I believe it was 8,900. So 8,900 divided by 6. So you'd have to spend around $1,483 on the game. Yeah, no. That's not happening. To get VIP 20. And that's with the cheaper method. You'd have to spend almost $1,500 with the cheaper method to get VIP 20. And by normal means, you'd have to spend 8,900. Both of those are too much. Both of those are way too much money. Also, it's nice having a lower VIP, because the VIP I'm at is closer to where the average person is at as well. So whenever I'm doing like resource grinding, the rate I'm getting is closer to what the normal person would be getting for resource rates. Mine might be slightly higher than the average person, though given that VIP 6 now has a purpose, I feel like VIP 6 will be a lot more popular as of next patch, which is exactly where we are right now. I hope they don't keep nudging up to VIP 10 though. VIP 10 costs 790 unless you find other methods to get it up, like that one that currently exists, where you can do it for cheaper. That's pretty pricey. However, currently the only thing that you get something for is up to VIP 6 as of next patch, or VIP 5 as of right now. And most of these things aren't really that necessary. Like VIP keys, you could easily get everything in the entire game without ever having VIP keys. VIP 6, you definitely don't need that flash offer that happens. Not only do you have to spend a lot of gems for it, but more often than not, it's probably not even worth it. And yeah, a lot of the features that they do add for it aren't that worth it. VIP 3 is probably like the main one that is 100% worth it. And honestly, I would say just getting Death Knight armor for 50 bucks is probably the best way to do it. Because not only do you get Death Knight armor, which is a little bit money locked, but you also get a bunch of keys to start off, some gems, and it gives you free scouting, because that will be enough to get VIP 3. How much to get to VIP 5? It's either 120 or 130. I believe it's 130. I keep forgetting. It's one of the two numbers. It's like 120 or $130. If you only bought armor, that means you have to buy like $70 or $80 worth more. I believe it's 120 if I'm not mistaken. So you'd have to buy $70 worth more if I'm not mistaken. However, if you use that mobile trick, you could get it done within $15. However, you would get useless trait stones out of it. But it would only cost you $15 to do that mobile trick I was just mentioning, where you buy you have to make sure it's the one that gives 150 VIP. But there should be a bundle on mobile that costs $5 that gives you 150 VIP, which is $30 worth of VIP. So if you buy that 3 times, you would reach VIP 5 from VIP 3, or, you know, from spending $50 going to that point. Oh, 5 is 130? Okay. Yeah, I keep forgetting the exact numbers. I need to go look into it again. I know there's a whole chart that gives the full breakdown out there. It's not something I normally pay much attention to, because generally VIP is rather useless to really make much mention of. Unless I'm covering a video on like how to spend money, which we will probably be doing next patch because they're reworking the shop. So I probably will make some mentions of things related to that. Oh, it's not only on iOS? Yeah, it's on every mobile version for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. It's kind of weird. I can kind of show it on screen too, again, real quick. But there's a chance it won't exist in a few days when they rework the shop, so it's worth considering doing now. I wouldn't like overly go crazy with it, but if we're looking to get some cheap VIP, it might not be available as of next patch. I'll go show it in a second. Let me go get my phone. It does require a phone though. Though if you don't have a phone and you're just doing the PC version, you could download BlueStacks, and I believe it'd still work. BlueStacks is an Android emulator. I've never actually used it before, but it's worth considering. Okay, let me go and give me a second. Let's see. Where on earth is Gems of War? And I don't want to launch it until I get out of this battle, otherwise it'll say like, oh no, you can't do that. There's a data thing, because you have like 2 things running at once. Let's see. And if you do that, it'll crash the game. Okay, let me finish this battle just to make sure we don't lose our loot. Then I'll go show the thing I'm referring to, or been referring to like the last 5-10 minutes. Okay, let me go and go all the way out of a battle so it doesn't do anything. Okay. So let me go load this real quick. I don't know, maybe I'll buy it up a bit. I probably won't. Probably won't. There's a good chance it might still be available too. The only reason I feel like it might not exist in a few days is because they're doing a shop rework. However, they might not change it still. But we have no way of knowing. Okay, so here's what I wanted to show. So right over here, if we go to shop, you will see that on PC, the brown lower trait stone pack is $30. And it gives 150 VIP. This might be a little bit hard to see because I don't have a good way to capture this at the moment. But if we bring this up here and make it all big, let's just make our thing real big real quick. So we can see that. Where's my webcam? One moment. Let's see. Webcam. Is that my webcam? Should be. Oops, I didn't mean to make it invisible. I meant to make it unlocked. So if we do this and become very big, and then we do this. Oh gosh, green screen effect. Okay, let me take off green screen. Let's see. Let's make this slightly smaller so I don't block the other thing. Let's see. Very big Tacets. Okay, let me take off my green screen filter. Where's filters? Filters. Get rid of green screen. Okay, so if we do this, you can see that same pack is please focus. Please focus. Hello, camera, webcam, function. As you can see, it's $5, and as you can see, it's 30 over there. But yeah, it's only $5. This has been like this for a while too. It's how a lot of people farm VIP. It's only $5 on mobile, but it's $30 on PC. And it still gives the same amount of VIP if I click on it. So as you can see, it still gives 150 VIP, even though it's only $5, which is way above the rate at VIP it should give. By 6 times the rate. You can kind of see it's kind of hard. It's not auto-focusing for whatever reason. There it is, 150. As you can see, it's still $5. If it'll ever autofocus. But you get the point. You get the point. It's like 6 times the rate of VIP. So if you're looking to farm VIP before next patch, do that. You could do it with a emulator on PC, or you could just do it with your phone. Either or will work. And it's 6 times the rate of VIP. You'll get some useless trait stones, but you'll get 6 times the rate of VIP. Which if you're just looking to get some high VIP real quick, it's the best way to do so. That might be fixed next patch though. Though it hasn't been confirmed that's fixed. Oops, I need to make this smaller. Oops, I didn't mean to lock that. Hold up. Hold up. Let me go fix this now. Let me make this go back to normal. Seems about normal. Let me go add the filter so we don't have a random green screen behind us. Where's the filter on this? Filter, filter, filter. There we go. I think it should be back to normal. And lock it in place so it doesn't move on us. Okay, anyways. Where were we? So yeah, that's the thing. Worth considering. Anyways. In other news. I know, green screen affects the phone. Because there's so much green on screen. Especially on the map screen and the buy screen. Because a lot of the buttons are green. How to spend money. Step 1, have money. I know, right? Especially with coronavirus and everything. That's a hard first step. That is definitely a hard first step. Let's see, we'll explode all that. Does anyone else have any other questions or anything else you want me to go over? Let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably wrap up soon. Call it a night. Catch up on sleep. No, actually, I probably won't be able to fall asleep for a while. I literally just woke up like 2 hours ago. Because I've been sleeping all day. Okay, what do we have here? Pretty bad board is what we have here. Let's see, we'll grab that because we need poison. Get a good mountain in there. Hopefully full mana. Come on, come on. Always annoying when neither of them have full mana. But luckily the follow-up's okay. I'll leave the brown there. It's because we didn't need it for anything at the moment. Because everything was already full and the AI can take it quicker than us. And let's match. If it'll ever stop doing its turn. Boom. There we go. We'll go through 2 more sets. And then the next set, we'll basically go till we get 1 more chest. So we'll finish out this set, do the next one. And probably call it a wrap for the day. We'll be back tomorrow with Gems of War at the same time as always. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. We will be streaming some Animal Crossing throughout the day. I'm not sure exactly what time we'll be starting. Probably around noon, maybe a little bit later. Probably around noonish or so. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see, we'll go for that for now. Hello, John. Well, glad you can still make it. Okay, let's go through 1 last set, and hopefully we'll get another Nisha. 2 Nishas in a stream would be very nice. Hopefully we get to get that lucky. Let him take all the extra turns because the AI takes it quicker. As long as it's not doing too annoying of ability, we should be fine. Like that summon one. Like obviously we wouldn't want to feed mana to that, but some other ability isn't really that big a deal. It actually speeds up the battle, surprisingly. AI will always take extra turns quicker. It's because they're automated to do so, because they take them instantly. So an extra turn like that doesn't actually matter if we take or not. Because it's actually quicker if the AI takes it. Because not only do they find it instantly, but they also take it at a quicker rate. Even if you were to try to swipe it yourself, because you have to physically move over to that point, whereas the AI doesn't need to do that. Which saves a few seconds here and there. If you do it the entire time, it actually saves a substantial amount of time. Like, you save battles worth of time per hour. like battles upon battles. And each battle is like 15-20 seconds if you keep doing it constantly. It's a strategy to consider. You don't obviously do that in a lot of areas in the game. Like obviously don't do that in PvP, don't do that in Guild Wars and stuff like that. That would be a really bad idea. But in something like Explore, it's actually a really good idea to deliberately let the AI have all the extra turns because it's quicker to do so. As long as they're not getting dangerous mana. And as long as you don't need the mana, of course. So obviously if it's a 5 times brown, we want to be taking that 5 times brown because we need that mana. But if it's one we don't need, then it's actually quicker normally just to give it to the AI, oddly enough. Even if they have a cast that they can do with it. As long as it's not an annoying cast like that one Silence Summon one. That's in this kingdom. Hello, Ben. You got here late too. High level Tower of Doom. You can run Mang into Brown Skull Spam. Alternatively, you can run... I've been just running Yasmin's Pride into Ketris, and it ran the entire event. We end up doing that pretty well, if you happen to have that combo. I ran it with double Ketris, but you could just run it with another mana generator, and it's perfectly fine. And they use Cockatrice as a disable. Cockatrice is really good to consider, because as you get deeper, it still has a full disable. It gets the mana drain them so they can't cast against you with a really strong ability, and entangles them. So assuming they don't have immune, you can negate out all their really high attack damage. So it gets to negate out everything. Definitely worth considering, regardless of what point you're on. Yeah, all that works for tower. Yeah, Mang works for tower. I don't normally use Mang option for tower, but it does work for tower. Yeah, Urscare Shield... No, you can't use Urscare Shield. That would work for invasions, but it wouldn't work for tower. But you can Urscare Shield to... you could do that for invasions, but not tower. Ben was asking about tower. I also mentioned a few other teams on the Monday video, for the weekly video thingy. I think I covered 3 of them. Actually, I think I covered 4 teams. I covered a lot of teams this time around. Also, which I just mentioned right now, but as far as the show of the team. Floor 29. Oh, is that a Spirit Fox room? No, it can't be. Oh no, why would that one be doing more? All the battles stay relatively consistent as far as what they are. But, I don't know, Mang should be fine at that range. Cockatrice, if you're not already using, is probably your biggest utility. Cockatrice is really good at not dying. If you find yourself dying a lot, put a fully traded Salvini Mora on your team too. Salvini Mora has Entangle on extra turn. And as long as you don't have immune to that, you can get a lot of extra Entangle spam. I'm not sure if it's what you're dying to is more so the skulls or the cast. But if you're dying more so to the cast, definitely make sure you have Cockatrice in your team. But if you're dying more so to the skulls, doing both Cockatrice plus Salvini Mora with like Mang and like a mana generator would probably be your best bet. It's more of a mid-range kind of team, but it will get you through. It might be a little bit slower with Mang, but it's going to make sure you don't really die with that much Entangle. Plus you have a mana drain off the Cockatrice in case they're about to ability you. Yeah, the Doom always does have Entangle immune and mana drain immune. However, you generally don't need to worry about it till later. Like way later in the battle. And if you're worried about dying to Deathmark, just set 3 Cedrics as your tokens. If you set 3 10% chances to cleanse, you're generally never going to die to a Deathmark. It'll make it so you have to use every single one of your medals in order to negate out the effect. However, if you're concerned about dying, it's probably your best bet. Like if you're deliberately leaving the Tower of Doom for last, if you're not using a build that can kill it quickly, like for example, every Mang build will be leaving Tower of Doom for last, or in the Tower of Doom, the Doom itself for last. I mean, the Doom troop, and yeah, having 3 Cedrics will make sure that you keep cleansing them. And given that's a 10% chance per turn with the first turn not doing it, one interesting aspect about that is your 3 10% chances to cleanse trigger even on the first turn that Deathmark cannot kill you. So before Deathmark even has a chance to kill you, you have a chance of cleansing it, which is pretty cool, which makes Deathmark even more useless. But, you know, it's one of those annoying mechanics that can kind of clip you out of nowhere. So 3 Cedrics is generally a good way to run it. Also, I keep saying Cedric. I mean Orpheus. I keep forgetting it got name changed. But every single time I said Cedric, I meant Orpheus Metal. The one with 10% cleanse on it per turn. And they do stack with each other, unlike the Mana Start. 3 Orpheuses do stack for 3 different 10%. Do keep in mind it's not 30% chance, though. It's 3 independent 10% chances. which is like a 26 point something % chance or something. It's in like the 20s, but still makes your % chance higher to cleanse. So you don't even need to deal with the death marks. Because I don't think brown has a particularly good cleanser. I'm trying to think. I don't recall one that's like absurdly good. Like it doesn't have Mercy, it doesn't have Voice of Orpheus, it doesn't have Apothecary. There's a lot of things missing that brown doesn't have, like the really core cleansers. So normally, if you don't have a good cleanser, it's just better to go gosh, I keep saying Cedric's. It's better just to go Orpheus medals. Anyways, this is our final chest. See what we get. Go, Nisha, go. Ooh, aw. I always keep thinking Orpheus is something bigger than it is because it has like teal color in it, which is normally like mythic. But I keep forgetting that's not the mythic medal. Like anytime I see an Orpheus, it's like, oh, mythic. It's like, oh no, yeah, I forgot. For whatever reason, just uses blue. But oh, at least we got an Arachnia. We still got 3 instead of 2. And we got a badge out of it. Nice. Let's go claim our tributes. And I believe that will be it then. Any other questions, anyone, before we start heading out for the night? Otherwise, tomorrow, same thing as always. We'll be back 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be messing around with finishing up invasions. Because at that point, our team or our guild will still probably need a few more battles. And we'll try getting them in. And be good to go from there. Let's see, how is the guild doing so far? Looks like they're slightly slacking. We only did tier 3 and we're in 7th. Come on, guild, you got this. Gosh, we got a lot of zeros actually right now. Come on, guild. Get out of those zeros. We'll get there. But yeah, we did like the bare minimum and we're in 7th place right now. We might need to do a little bit more if the guild doesn't pick up the slack soon. Hopefully they will. Because there really isn't much of a point to go beyond tier 3. But if every person goes tier 3 in your guild, you'll get it done. But you need everyone participating. We can't have a bunch of zeros like that. Otherwise, we won't be able to get it. So hopefully it'll start participating. And then we can get invasions done. I know it is only day 1. Some people might have been busy today. It is a Friday after all. So hopefully once the weekend gets here, that number will go up. Like on Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, don't forget to go do your invasions. It is a guild-wide event. So it does affect your entire guild. So definitely worth considering. And it is only 3 days rather than a full week. So normally good to try to get it in on Saturday. And ideally not on Sunday, but if you had to, just get it in like early on Sunday. But yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. That's like guild-wide in only 3 days. We're going to be getting a lot of these into the future too. So they're going to be a little bit harder for some people. But do make sure you get around to them as they are very good loot. They still have the exact full loot of invasions and are actually slightly cheaper to do. Normally you might almost need like tier 4s to end up getting it done, but tier 3s across your entire guild with how it's scaled will be enough as long as everyone in your guild participates. At least for invasions anyways. We don't know how it'll be for the other game modes that come in to the weekends, but as it currently stands, invasion is possible with every person in your guild doing tier 3, which gives you the new weapon, and then no one needs to spend any further than that, so it ends up working out perfectly if everyone participates, all 30 members. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll be back soon, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night, as we always are, and we'll be back with a little bit of Animal Crossing tomorrow, probably a little afternoon, sometime around that area. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Thanks so much for stopping by, and enjoy your weekend, and stay safe from the virus. Goodbye, everyone!